We're going to start off the warm up with back rolls, lads. So tuck our knees into 90 and we're going to rock down from side to side. Just loosening that lower back, waking it up. I've said to you before that we spend a lot of time sitting during the day where we're compressing and putting pressure on that spine. So before we get into a gym session, we just want to loosen that up. Next one is our T-spine rotation. So I'm going to put my left hand on my right leg, as you can see there, pull it across my body, and with my right arm, I'm reaching and following it all the way around with my eyes. Okay? All the way around with my eyes. And I'm going to just do the same to the other side once I have 10 repetitions each side done on that. So other side, right leg coming over, reaching around with my arm. You can see the leg that we pull over the body, we're going to try and keep that knee on the ground. Okay, so we don't want that knee raising off the ground. So the bent leg, keep that knee touching the ground. Next up, we have an upper body prehab exercise, our windmill push-ups. So the exact same as our normal push-up, but we're going to rotate the upper body at the top. Very important that I want you to keep your feet and hips square. So all we're doing is rotating that trunk, rotating the upper body, the feet stay square. Okay, you will have a very slight rotation in the hips, but I want you to keep those 2 feet planted on the ground and hips as square as possible. So these are windmill push-ups. Next up, we have our deep squat. Okay, so our hamstring stretch first, down the tippy toes, stretch out the hammies into our deep squat. Remember, I said this is the only time we will allow those heels come off the ground, okay, when you're shifting and getting comfortable in that. Now, I'm not in ideal footwear because they rise up, they curve up at the bottom, but my feet are flat on the ground in this clip, okay. The other cue that we said is imagine someone from behind with a rope attached to your back and they're yanking back on that rope. So they're keeping your body, your upper body, nice and upright. A big chest, back straight, right arm, left arm, and up we come out of the bottom of that squat. As you can see, I'm in a pair of Nike shoes there that curve up at the bottom. So not ideal footwear, but feet should be fully planted on the ground when we're at the bottom of that squat. Nailed to the floor, crushing grapes under our heels. Next up, we have our double leg hip lift. Okay, so we're going to tuck our legs in just below our knees. Rise up, nice controlled, squeezing the glutes at the top. Just an angle from the front, so you can see I'm coming up and down in one line. Now what I mean by that is my hips aren't moving or shaking from side to side as I'm coming up and down. It's up and down in one flat line. Next exercise, we're on to single leg ankle hop. So this can be done either side of a line or simply just going side to side. We're going to go for 10 on our left and 10 on our right, just waking up those ankles. Next one, we have a double leg broad jump. So with all our jumping, remember that term, soft landing. So sink through the knees, let the ground take the majority of the force. We don't want to be landing stiff legged because it's not going to be good news for us. Okay, so sink into that landing, nice and soft landing. We have our single leg hop and stick next. Remember, hop and stick. So stick that landing, and as you can see, I'm catching that on a bent leg, sinking into it. The ground is taking up that force. And finally, we're going to finish on pogo hops. So we're bounding up off the ground, curling the toes back up to the sky. Finally, IYWT. So I, Y, W, and T. Holding for a second at the end of all of those movements. Just get myself in frame here. These are the letters I'm making. I, Y, W, and T. How do we get ourselves in that position now? So just watching me, like we're doing an RDL, we push our hips backwards. That maintains a lovely straight back. So do not round our back. Push the hips back, straight back, and go through your letters.